the Grand Portage Veterans Monument,
Right.
which has a brick walkway with a lot of names of the veterans. There's, I think there's 19 Droulards and 12 Dishaws. But altogether, there's the last time I counted, there was 100 veterans bricks up there as their service dates and their service branches and their names. And it's a nice part of the schoolyard overlooking the Grand Portage Bay. But what's interesting to know about the location of the Grand Portage Veterans Monument in that corner of the schoolyard is that a lot of those World War II veterans helped build that school in the 1930s,
Sure.
36, 37, and then went on to serve. The current memorial at Grand Portage, I think, was started about 2006. Before that, the Veterans Memorial consisted of a large photograph, a large board with about 25 photographs, service pictures on it. That was, I don't know who started it, but it was started in the late 40s or the early 50s. I think late 40s, because at that there wasn't any Korean veterans photos in there that I recall. It was all World War II. And that was on display in the community building, the log community building, just for years and years. And even at the they would bring the picture out for rendezvous days, and the veterans started having displays or a presence at Grand Portage rendezvous days. They would bring that large framed photo out. A lot of the American Legion posts are named for particular veterans within the community or within the area served by that post. And there's can be a lot of weird dynamics and sometimes contentious dynamics over the naming of a post. And the Grand Portage veterans that helped establish the American Legion post in Grand Portage decided that they could have a numbered post, and they got their charter in 2009, and that's why it's Grand Portage American Legion Post 2009. The basic tenets, precepts of the American Legion are patriotism and citizenship. And so that's why they are veterans organizations, but then they have within the American Legion framework, they have sports activities and the baseball and things like that, and college scholarships and things, and a place for the veterans to gather and support the endeavors of patriotism and citizenship and scholarship and sportsmanship. And so the veterans here decided they wanted to have a post also. What Grand Portage has done is another example of their ability to work with other organizations and state facilities and things like that in helping to achieve things that would be normally would be a little difficult for small communities to get accomplished. But the tribe was involved with the state, and they combined the rest area with the information center and the state park interpretive center. Built a new one, so that left a vacant building. So the state had to abandon the wayside rest area, and the tribe and the state worked together, and the state no longer had any use for that building, and they gave it to the tribe, and the tribe gave it to the veterans to use for their American Legion post. And a small community like Grand Portage probably wouldn't be able to afford a new or separate building for an American Legion post.